The YouTube ad experience for people has gotten so disgusting and awful. I don't know how it's gotten to this point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at this.
Give me some attention. Do you miss me?
I'm pretty sure no one at YouTube actually checks to see what kind of ads they're putting on their own site because they actually violate their own terms of service. I want to play a game with you real quick. I'm going to show you an advertisement that I got when I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and you tell me what you think the game actually looks like. If your guess was a trampoline game about learning moves that you can do on the trampoline, then, well, you're right. I wanted to do some research on these videos. Are they actually porn, or are they just baiting us, making us think that, when in actuality it could be something completely normal and our disgusting brains are actually jumping to conclusions? I took the video and reversed searched it on Google, and guess what I found? It brought me to a page on Reddit where some gooner was able to tell me and identify her name. And as you can see, I'm not the only one that's upset about this. You see people posting 15 days ago that they're seeing the exact same app. Obviously, YouTube isn't doing anything about it. Here's another picture of the girl that you're seeing. She is in fact a porn star. I managed to find the original video that the advertisement was using, and it is just as bad as you're thinking. Full butthole, twerking on camera, naked. So how does this actually happen? And how is it relevant to you and me, who are constantly getting ads like this? Well, if you don't already know, they take your search history, things that you use in Google, since YouTube owns Google, they use cookies and track everything that you search, buy, what games you're into. That way they can find relevant advertisements for you. Now here's the problem with that. The games themselves might be something that is relevant to us. If you look on some of these games, they're real games that you can play on your phone that might be interesting to us. But the advertisements that they're shoving in our face are completely disgusting at this point. I mean, Jesus Christ. I think that this type of misleading advertisement on YouTube should have something done about it. This shouldn't be something that the user experience using their platform, that are getting paid to do, by the way. They're getting paid to run these porn advertisements and shoving it in your face. Rules for thee, not for me. Now you would think that because it's tracking all your information and data, they wouldn't show these types of advertisements to people that are minors or a younger audience. But guess what? You would be mistaken. It seems like their target audiences are young men, even minors. It's not above them to shove adult women being sexualized in a grotesque way to even children. I want to show you the process that I took to show how these ads are pushed out. First thing I did was I created a virtual machine, a virtual computer inside my computer, so I could start up a new account on YouTube, create a Google account that has no connection to anything that I personally have looked up before. That way I'm able to search up and bait the algorithm to show me ads despite me putting in my account that I'm a 14-year-old. Now, I have no problem with adult content being shown to adults. The problem that I have is that YouTube sits there and tells us that it's inappropriate for us to post something like that on their site, but as long as you pay them, it's completely fine. Just crop out the little part that, you know, actually shows something. It doesn't count. Okay, back to the virtual machine. After I created my account, I then went on to Google and started searching a bunch of things that I think a 14-year-old would look up, or things similar that I would actually look up on my account. Something that I've noticed are shorts are the actual problem in all of this. As I was using the virtual machine, I realized even though I was trying to bait inappropriate advertisements, none were showing up. I thought, great, maybe YouTube actually does separate this content and it knows I'm an adult and therefore it should be okay, right? I then began to question whether or not it's YouTube Shorts specifically on my own iPhone. At first, I didn't think that there would be any difference considering that all my data is collected on one account. But as it turns out, my ads were coming clean from my own account that normally gets thousands of porn ads whenever I use it on my phone. So with this new information, I decided to bring the virtual account, the virtual machine account, the fake account that says I'm a 14-year-old, and brought it onto my iPhone. The whole point in this is to see if they actually have some type of way of sorting this adult content from me, who is in their 20s, and someone else who has an account that is telling YouTube that they're 14. I also went and looked up some dating apps. Now this is a huge industry when it comes to my advertisements that I see on my own account. I always get advertisements for dating apps where they show some girl being a hoe and expecting me to go and download it because they think that I will be raining in hoes after I go and download it. And that's not even the new thing that they're doing. Since AI, they are pushing out AI chatbots with females being sexualized. It's of course not real females, which is a little bit better than these random people. I don't even know if they have permission to be posting that on YouTube. I doubt it. But these advertisements for these AI chatbots pretty much just boil down to an AI generated image of a girl or two girls or whatever, as you can see here.
Hi, I'm Jessie. You can imagine me and bring me to life. I'll be the way you want me to be.
That's not even the worst part in all of this. The worst part is realizing that they set a war against ad blockers, meaning that they are gonna shove porn in your face and you are gonna like it. What's even more ironic is that having an ad blocker, by the way, is against their terms of service. I don't know if this is actually enforced, if people are getting banned for using ad blockers, but that's beside the point. Are these rules actually in effect or not? Because there's a history of people getting banned and removed and striked for posting these videos, but they are doing it themselves. And the only difference is that they're getting paid by these advertisers, so that makes it okay. Forcing children to watch borderline porn, pretty much cropped out porn, and you're not allowed to skip it, not allowed to use ad blockers. How is this not a bigger deal than it is? I live in the state of Texas, where if you were to go on something like Pornhub or other sites related to that type of genre, you have a restriction. Our legislators have put in place that you need to validate your identity and your age in order to watch explicit content. YouTube requires no such thing. Now I admit, they're not posting full nude people, but just cropping out their butthole or whatever, just so you can barely get a glimpse and showing off women in their underwear flossing their lips. I feel like this is something that we should be able to hold YouTube accountable for. If you're not going to let us use ad blockers, then put in a system to filter out this garbage. Make sure that the advertisements that is being shown to your users that makes you money for watching the advertisement is actually relevant to the thing that they're advertising. Now you might be thinking that, well, it's my fault, right? Because they're just showing advertisements that's relevant to me. So if I go and search up a bunch of inappropriate things, then of course they're going to be giving me advertisements for those types of things. It's a completely irrelevant point because I already showed you that a 14-year-old can get the exact same type of advertisements as me. Even if they want to go and look up explicit content, they shouldn't be forced to watch it on YouTube. There's a time and a place for everything, and YouTube is not a place for that type of stuff. And if not, then go balls deep. Why not? Let porn be on YouTube, call it education or whatever you want to do to justify it, and bring back the people who have been banned or striked in the past for posting similar content. Guys, if you liked the video, please consider hitting subscribe and like. And please don't forget to share the video. We need people to actually take action to save children from watching this. YouTube, make a decision. Let us use ad blockers or filter your advertisements.